This episode is brought to you by Google. Innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. There are hundreds of thousands of skilled trades roles across the U.S. waiting to be filled. To help close this gap, Google is expanding its skilled trade support to help train more than 300,000 American workers across more than 20 states. This is a new era of American innovation. Learn more at grow.google/skilled trades.
Sierra has all the best active and outdoor brands you need. From athletic stuff, like a full court pickup game, swish, to athletic-ish stuff, like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. And for morning hikes up the mountain trail, good pace. To nighttime ghost stories from the camping chair. What a twist. Whatever level of active, Sierra loves it all. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athletic-ish, Sierra's got it.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education. It's the comedy, usually science, but today history podcast where comedian me, Laura Lexx, tries to teach history to her nerdy, normal, younger brother, Ron.
Hello.
Hi, Ron.
Hi.
You look like you've got freshly washed hair.
I have freshly washed hair every day.
You wash your hair every day?
Yes.
Whoa.
Why?
That seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Do you not shower every day?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But even
shower
if I
every
do
day.
shower, I don't wash my hair every time.
Well, I do.
Huh, fine.
Shower every day. Wash my hair every time. I don't know why I'd get in the shower if I didn't wash my hair. It's
wash
like
the rest
getting
of
in the
your
car
body.
and not going for a drive.
I had 3 showers yesterday and I didn't wash my hair in any of them.
What are you doing in there then?
Washing my body.
The water washes your body while you wash your hair.
No, sometimes you gotta scrub bits.
Yeah. Pit, grundle, and then you're out. The rest kind of takes care of itself, I think.
Sometimes, but on a hot, sweaty day, I'm like, oh, I just want to soap everything.
No, I think the water takes care of that. That's fine. Little burp.
Yeah, Mabes.
Do you get your hair wet when you go in?
Not every time, no. If I'm not washing my hair, I keep my hair dry.
That's fucking mental. That's crazy.
Well, if it gets wet, then it needs blow drying again.
It's like just washing one hand. Like, what's the point? Why not just wash your whole body?
The more I wash my hair, the quicker it gets greasy. So if I start washing my hair every day, then by the end of the day, it looks greasy. Whereas, like, if you can build it so that it doesn't require washing until like every 3 days or something, then it's just a lot easier.
I just wash my hair every day. It's like, yeah, it's greasy every day, but I wash it every day. That's fine.
No, I don't like that. No, I don't. Okay, I'm happy for you that that's your life. It's not the life I want.
I can't really... Showering's like brushing my teeth. Can't really start my day till I've done it.
No, brushing your teeth, I understand. I have weaned myself off as much brushing as I was doing.
Yeah, you were brushing your mouth down to a beak.
Yeah. My dentist was like, stop. So I might be the first
I'm
person
so
in
glad
history
that
to get told
dentist
by a
backed me
dentist. Well, do you know what he said? He was like, you're pressing too hard. Like, I can tell you're right-handed by which side of your teeth is more worn down.
My toothbrush has a red light that flashes if you press too hard.
Yeah, so does mine. But then I just started to
You
think,
ignore
like,
it.
this little bitch comes on too easy. I think the light's broken.
No, you ignore it, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I think I've got a checkup in a couple of weeks with my dentist. So I'll see if I have been doing better.
That's
My
nice.
toothbrush on to charge, actually. Oh, we've had a dramatic morning here, Ron.
Oh, yeah?
Woke up this morning to find that youngest dog of the podcast, Yuzu, had managed to find and eat an entire box of raisins overnight.
Which is bad for dogs.
Raisins are incredibly toxic for dogs. And obviously we found the box of raisins, but no evidence of any raisins, so we have no idea if both of them have eaten it or just one of them. So they've both had to go to the vet, and they get given like a nausea thing to try and throw up the raisins, but no raisins came out. So they are now in for a 2-night stay in hospital, being monitored and having fluids and toxin things.
Mad.
To the tune of £3,500.
Are you fucking kidding?
Nope.
Were they acting sick?
No, but raisins are like a real toxin. Like if it gets in their liver, then they can just be completely fucked up. We do have them insured, so I'm pretty sure I can claim quite a lot of this back.
You guys got to stop buying raisins.
Oh, I know. But then Child of the Podcast went through this phase where she was like, I fucking love raisins. I love raisins more than anything else. So I was like...
But then you just say, what are raisins?
Well, no.
I don't know what you're on about.
But no, because now she goes to school and stuff and nursery. She knows about things from the world. It's very annoying.
But if she was like, I like guns and dog poison, you wouldn't buy loads of guns and dog poison.
No, but this is the thing. We don't have raisins in the house. She's never allowed to eat them in the house because they're completely toxic to dogs. So raisins are a thing we have outside of the house. And then yesterday, I'm so used to having Mackie, who's just never been inquisitive enough to take things. And they were up on a shelf, and Yuzu's so bouncy, she just managed to get up and get them.
Yeah, you just got to stop buying them, man.
Yeah, that's it now. Because also now Child of the Podcast is like, ugh, I hate raisins. They're disgusting. Why did you buy 10 boxes of raisins? I hate raisins.
Yeah.
Fucking raisins.
Fucking raisins, man.
Ugh. So that's been our morning. I'm not feeling very well. And I was like, cool. I didn't get home last night because of train chaos until like 1:30. So I was like, I get to have a sleep in this morning because Tom's off work. And I've got a gig later. I'm going to try and sleep off this whatever's going on. And then emergency got woken up to deal with dog nonsense.
Dog nonsense. It's been a normal day here. No animals poisoned.
No?
No.
Huh. Work going okay today? Any more fuck-ups from you?
No, today is all meetings. It's not a very productive week for the company because yesterday the two biggest offices did socials events. And like if the London office are having a sports day in Regent's Park, I'm not fucking working past 5 and I am not doing a lot of work. And then today it's the quarterly company meeting, which for Ron means it's quarterly chess afternoon.
Yeah, I'd have played solo sports by myself yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I did stuff, but I took it chill, and I think that's fair. But yeah,
were you invited? Could you have gone over?
I could have, and like people flew over from South Africa for it, and then to spend some time in the office and stuff.
Jesus.
But I A, didn't know about it, and B, I don't think they were paying for trains. I would not do it out of my own money.
No, that's fair. I really needed you to have moved to London yesterday. It was very annoying to me that you hadn't.
Soon.
I had a gig that was like North London to the tune of like 50 minutes from London Bridge, which is quite a ball ache for getting home. And then by the time I got to London Bridge, the train companies had just gone, well, it's the night now and it's been hot all day. We'll just cancel all these? Fuck, I don't know, guys. What do you think? And so it was one of those days where you're just like, oh, Christ, like I've got to change 3 times to get down to Brighton. Like, the gig finished at 5 to 10. I was like, oh, this is quite an early night, and I'm only in London, and I got home at 1:30. Yeah,
that sucks.
Like,
Whereas
you'd moved to London by this point, I could have just headed over, hung out with you today, and then not had to leave for my tonight gig until a lot later.
Yeah, this time in, let's say, 9 months, we'd have met you at the pub, we'd have a cheeky pint, an early night.
You could have come and seen the preview and told me how to fix it.
Yeah, I'd have been brutal, really crushing.
I think my favourite joke from It's Got to Go. Thank you, Tom, for this tea.
Hey, T-Dog.
Ron says, hey, T-Dog. Hey, bro. Actually, can you leave that door open? That breeze is necessary. Thank you. Yeah, I think I've got to cut my favourite joke. I'm leaving in a complicated plot point just to shoehorn in a terrible pun.
What's the pun?
I've hurt my toes. I'm at a gig and I can't concentrate because I've got cartoon throbbing feet inside my shoes. I've got Wile E. Coyotes. It gets such a good reaction, Ron. It gets such a good reaction. I do a little bow with it.
Nice.
And I'm like, there must be a way to get it in, but...
So Judith and I have been together for like 7.5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And over that period, we've had many conversations about the in-betweeners. Because her point was always, nobody should be watching this. It was, it was of its era, and now we can leave it in the past. My point was, it was very of its era, and a lot of stuff in it is bad, but it's also very funny, certain parts of it. And then we had a friend, we had Ross stay last week, and they ended up watching The Inbetweeners. And not only is Judith now obsessed with The Inbetweeners and loves it, Jay is her favourite character.
Oh no, Judith. Boink boing.
She absolutely loves it.
Oh, Judith. She has bad taste in so much stuff, it makes me question you. Are you a piece of shit?
There's nothing wrong with liking The Inbetweeners. If you ignore all the homophobia and the misogyny, there are some solid jokes in there.
Yeah.
And some of the misogyny and homophobia is a bit funny.
So you're not even trying to ignore the misogyny and homophobia.
Well, you just have to you just have to not let it affect your opinion of women or gay people.
No. And who doesn't love an all-white cast? I think that's important for portraying the East of England in the 2000s. I think that's what it was like there.
Yeah.
I've never really watched it. I don't think I've ever watched a single episode.
There's some great lines hidden in. Come on, we've got to get going. Carpe diem. Oh, we're going fishing. Really got a laugh out of us the other day. But then also on the other end of the scale, women are like fairground rides. Fucking mental. Really made us laugh yesterday as well.
See, I'd say that's not misogyny itself. That's an idiot character being misogynist and you're laughing at them. So I'll give that one a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a gig yesterday with a woman called Kate Martin, who's very funny. And she's 6'1" and sort of very long, tall build and very short hair. And then I came on after her and I just really looked like her looking in a funfair mirror. Like, just the sort of like someone had put her through one of those squash a penny machines on a pier. But I've got a new bit for the show that I'm really happy with. I haven't quite worked out the phrasing of it yet, but I think the idea is funny, about how our family are really dense and we're a lot heavier than you'd ever think. But
I sink in the salt pool.
So I was trying to write that, and like, because I sort of talking about Dad at the beginning, and then saying like I'm a lot like him, and and then want to call back to it later. But I don't quite know how to phrase this for maximum joke impact yet. But it's hard to explain to people because they look at me and they think, well, you can't be that heavy, because look at you. But I really am. I'm kind of like a wedding cake. Like, you'd never use a wedding cake as an example of a really heavy thing. But it's definitely a 2-man lift. What are you doing?
Can you not hear that noise?
I assumed it was your cat or a vacuum cleaner, or your cat and the vacuum cleaner.
It's coming out from outside and it sounds wet.
Is it raining?
No.
I wish some rain would happen.
Anyway, sorry, I was very distracted while you were saying that.
Yeah, you were,
I don't understand.
and my joke fell completely flat.
I don't understand the wedding cake of it all.
Like, wedding cakes are really heavy.
Does everyone know that? I didn't know that.
Ugh. I think it's funny. And it's sort of been working, but I don't think I've hit maximum impact with it yet.
I don't know if wedding cake is the one.
Yeah, I think it is, because it's like they're known for sort of being like elegant and beautiful looking, but they're very heavy.
I didn't know they were heavy.
Well, imagine somebody carrying a 3-tier wedding cake.
But I'd expect someone for that to be a two-person job.
Yeah, exactly. But if somebody was like, name 10 heavy things, you wouldn't pick a wedding cake.
No.
Yeah, it's going to work. I'm going to make it work.
I'm so dense. When we went to the water park recently, they had one of those like green light systems, so I waited until the appropriate time. Still hit the woman in front of me in the back.
Ron.
It's not my fault. I shoot down those things like a greased bullet.
I know. Why are we so dense? What's in us?
I don't know. I mean, my body type is just baffling. Where I've got a decent amount of chub, but there's a good amount of muscle underneath it as well.
Yeah. A heavy person. Terrible seesaw partner.
Terrible seesaw partner. I can't sit on people's laps.
No. And people
like
expect
people will
me.
be like, "Oh, there's not enough chairs. Oh, Ron, just perch on there." No, I wouldn't do that to you.
No.
Because you'll be polite, and I'll see the tears welling in your eyes, and yeah, because you wouldn't expect it. Because I'm not that big, but I am heavy.
Yeah. Me too. Surprisingly so.
Yeah.
Do you know
That's
who
where we
else
get
is
our
heavy,
eating
Ron?
disorders from, I think, as well. Because, you're a teenager. You step on the scale and you're like, fuck me.
When at 12 years old, I weighed the same as Bridget Jones, who was like, "Hey, you fat bitch." And I was like, Jesus, I must be incredibly problematic then because she's a grown woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, I weigh myself in kilos because I don't really have any emotional attachment to a kilo number. And I find it a lot better for having a sense of whether I'm eating too much crap or not without spiraling because it doesn't mean anything to me.
That's fair. I don't weigh myself at all these days. I go off of how I feel.
Yeah, but
And I feel schlubby.
I always feel terrible. Though I've done some good workouts this week. Somebody in my neighborhood was giving away an exercise bike, so we took it. And now I have an exercise bike in the garage. And so I've been doing those circuits where you do like a minute of circuit, a minute on the bike, a minute of something, a minute on the bike, and then a rest between each. And I quite like those hits.
I would be tempted to get something like that just watch a movie or something.
Oh,
And then,
yeah. Yeah. I think sometimes
There's
I
one of the
will do
podcasts
that.
I listen to, they do watch along stuff as like Patreon content as well. And they're always, one of the hosts is always talking about, is like, yeah, I was just getting my steps in while I was watching this absolute trash. And I was like, yeah, that's a great idea.
If I can afford it one day, I'd like to get a cross trainer for at home. I really like the cross trainer.
Oh, I feel like stupid sexy Flanders in one of those. I don't like it.
Yeah. But my new bike, it's going well.
If I ever have the space, I'll just get like a squat rack and a set of weights. And then you're just sorted.
Yeah, I love my weights. And I got my bench.
Mm.
It's good times. Ron, we've got some stuff to do today. We're going to be looking at a quick look at Elizabethan theatres.
Oh, the mole on the top of her lip and all of the different things
we're not
people
really
say
talking about
it.
Elizabeth today. We're talking about theatre in the Elizabethan times.
Oh,
And
I've
then
seen Hamnet.
A quick look at Shaky P. And then I thought we
I've
could
seen
do
Hamnet.
a little quiz on Shakespeare plays.
Oh, fun. Okay, I'm going to be bad at that.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I can tell you about Shakespeare plays is how beautiful I think Emma Thompson is when she plays Beatrice in Much Ado About Nothing.
Are you an Emma Thompson guy?
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah, but in like a posh way.
Yeah. Some people are posh fit.
Posh really puts me off.
Have you met your husband?
He's not posh.
He's quite posh.
He does not.
You talk about
behave.
going to the farm all the time.
Yeah. Because he's the poor cousin of the farmers. I don't think he looks posh, though.
All right, Brighton, but you guys are posh.
Oh, I wish we were posh. That'd be... Do I? I don't know. I've been having a lot of chats with my child today, this week, about please not being naked in the front garden because we don't live in a good area. It's just quite hard to explain. Why, though? Oh, just because there's creeps and weirdos. Go on.
Yeah, because there's several van dwellers with their curtains twitching.
There's a lot of people on our street of no fixed abode, and I would prefer it if you were not in their camera reels. Goodbye. Right, Elizabethan theatre, Ron.
The Globe.
Right, here's the thing about theatres, though. It genuinely interests me. I've run out of ways to try and interest you in it, but before the Elizabethan times...
When have we ever spoken about theatres before? How
No,
have
just
you
generally I'm finding the history much more fun than you.
I'm finding bits of it fun. We're just going through it so slowly.
Well, because if we go through it any faster, then we're just like reading off facts rather than chatting about it.
Yeah, Laura, this is the gibbet of the podcast.
The
This is what we do.
What's a gibbet?
The gibbet is
Like a gimmick and a gibbet?
It's like the solid essence, you know?
I see. Hey, are Belgium still in the World Cup?
There's a Belgian game on today.
Ooh, that's exciting.
My manlier friends and fiance are going to go watch it.
Nice. You got a manlier fiance now. It's my feminine
Manlier
fiance.
than me, yeah, she's watching the football.
Yeah, I might watch it tomorrow. I'm doing a gig that ends like at a football club just before the game starts. I'm like, well, I might stick around if it's fun.
I do, and I don't care for it. But that's fine. Each to their own.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I have been absorbing a ton of cricket, which I'm really enjoying being back into. Anyway, here's the thing about theatre, Ron, in the Elizabethan time. Before 1555, there were no theatres at all in England.
Were they just like doing it at the pub or something?
Yeah, you would...
Or just on the street?
Well, a street theatre or travelling a lot of the time to, like, fancy houses and then putting on plays and stuff
like
that.
courtroom stuff.
Yeah, it would all be travelling. So it'd be going to the local manor and staying there and showing them off a show or that sort of stuff. I guess there probably would have been pub performances, but I don't know about plays so much. I think...
More music.
Yeah, things like that.
Or skits.
Yeah. Maybe there are a lot of sketches, a lot of SNL type stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you have a musical guest, you have like a local celeb on, they'll take part in some of the sketches.
Yeah. And travelling actors obviously are quite like low caste, you know? Like the authorities don't like them, they're vagabonds and, well, I don't know about you, you're a bit hard to keep tabs on, we're not cool.
There's a book, there's a Asterix and Obelix book that has like actors in it. And I never understood what they were supposed to be about as a kid. But they seem kind of skeevy guys.
Yeah, and is it Cacophonix? He's their bard, isn't he?
He's the bard. Everyone hates him.
Yeah.
The thing about him, Laura, is he's the bard, but he actually can't sing.
No. And he also never travels. He's just a stay-at-home bard.
Yeah, he lives in that tree. He's got the sickest house.
Yeah. And a really nice leer. I always used to really like the look of his leer.
Yeah, and he's probably one of the top hotties of the village.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, top hottie is Geriatrix's wife, Myopia. The really old guy that can't see, and then the gag is he's married to the hot young woman.
Yeah, but
I
then...
have all these names in my head, but I can't remember the parts of a cell.
But then Umberto and Albert, or whatever they're called, the guys that made it, they can only draw one hot woman. All of the hot women in Asterix and Obelix have the identical bodies and face.
Should we do a Patreon where we read an Asterix and Obelix?
I'd love that.
That would be so great. Let's do that.
I love Asterix and Obelix.
I'm gonna put that. But let's do it like a read along, not like a history of Asterix and Obelix. But we could do some research to go with it, maybe. But
maybe one of us reads it, the other one does the facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this on the list.
I think you've got all of them, so it probably makes sense for you to read it.
Yeah, okay. And then we can kind of go through the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but let's do top 5 hotties.
Okay.
Each.
Yeah,
Just for
okay.
fun.
So then...
Look at us not blowing through all of our content on Asterix and Obelix before we do the episode.
Who do you think you are? Helena Snackenborg. No. So before 1555, that's the state of theatre. A theatre doesn't exist. Then we've got this golden age, you remember? There's money everywhere. There's ideas flowing. Italy's trickling down with its glory and its sort of...
Trickle-down Renaissance.
Yes, we're getting bits of it. So we've got wealthy Elizabethans. They decide to start patronising people and supporting actors. And so
You're an actor, are you? That's really brave.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Patronising?
Yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're just excited to say stuff, aren't you?
No. I don't know. I guess the idea of like patrons and patronising, since Patreon, it's just become a lot more normal.
Yeah, well, they've democratised the creation of art, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we need to get back to Cheerful Earful. They want us to do a live show, but I can't do it for 4 people again, so we need to check if listeners can come.
Yeah. As long as baby SS isn't getting baptised in the next room again.
I do love our live shows for the chaos they bring, but I think we might need to make sure some listeners can come before we agree to do it this time.
Yeah.
Right, so we get theatres, we get sponsored troupes, and they're all called things. So Robert Dudley, you remember him, sexy young boyfriend of Lizzie?
Yes.
Earl of Leicester. He's like, yeah, I'll put money and support in. He gets a company of men who are called Leicester's Men. The Queen's got some as well, the Queen's Men. But it does say here she never went to the theatre herself. So that bit in Shakespeare in Love, that's not actually happening. She doesn't go.
That's sad.
But theatre companies would come
I guess
to
they
the
come
roll
to
call
her.
and perform. Yeah. Yeah.
If you have a movie theatre at home, are you going to go to the Odeon?
No.
Probably not.
Oh, I went to the cinema at the weekend.
What did you see?
I saw Minions and Monsters because my life sucks. But I did have a really lovely sleep while my child was safe and occupied. And that was worth the money, quite frankly.
That's nice.
I want to go and see The Odyssey at a cinema.
I've got IMAX tickets. I'm
Yeah,
very
I
excited.
might take husband of the podcast to see that.
I really wasn't interested when it got announced and when the first pictures and stuff came out, but the hype train has got me. And he does make big spectacle movies.
I like a spectacle. I like a romp. I like there being no jeopardy that I'm on the edge of my personal seat for.
Yeah, and I think the thing with Christopher Nolan that annoys me with the discourse is people just get some people are way too up their own arse about it and oh, these films are so clever, and then that sets other people off with no, these are the worst films ever. And it's just they're just good movies, guys.
Yeah.
You should watch them in the same breath that you're watching fucking Marvel or something, but they're just
Die
a
Hard.
good version of that, you know?
Yeah.
Inception's just a great action movie. It's not that clever. It's not that hard to understand. It's just a good action movie, you know?
Yeah. I think I
That's
quite
how I
liked
feel about it.
Inception, although I just fundamentally didn't understand what was going on. I liked all those Batman-y ones. They
He
were fun.
does need to put more women in stuff, but it seems like the Odyssey...
Marion Cotillard is plenty, thank you very much.
Well, I found it quite funny because he got criticised for not having enough women in stuff and then decided to exclusively make movies about things where basically there were only men. Because he then did Dunkirk,
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, and now the Odyssey.
I mean, maybe he's just bad at working with women and he knows it.
Maybe. He might not be able to write female characters.
I found that with I think it was after the first series of Ted Lasso, right? It wouldn't be to your taste. It's very saccharine, but it was just brilliant, and you were like, "Great, this is doing something I've not."
I'm
really
not a
seen done."
Sudeikis head either.
What?
I'm not a Sudeikis head, you know?
No, sure, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Right, then something happened from the second series on where it was like, "Whoa." You are getting the women really wrong all of a sudden. They went from being really cool characters to just everybody else had a naturalism about them. And then the women were they were literally in a sketch show. And you were like, this is insane. What's changed in the way you're directing? So maybe Nolan's just like that, you know? He's like, I can't do it. It'll be bad. But then get an assistant director, get a women's director.
I get the feeling he's not putting in that much thought. I think it's much more he's at a party in Cannes or Hollywood or something, and there's some dudes he knows, and he's like, hey, should we make another film?
Yeah.
Because he's infamous for just working with the same like 4 people, and it's probably the 4 people that he likes hanging out with, you know.
Yeah. I would be like that if I could choose who I worked with.
He's like a classy Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Hey, what's not classy? I love Adam Sandler.
He's not classy though, is he?
No, but I do love him.
Yeah.
I've been really hankering to watch 50 First Dates recently. Speaking of...
What's stopping you, kiddo?
I don't know.
I feel
just
like you
watched
could.
3 episodes about cults. I could have watched it then. Do you ever get a hankering for a film like that? Where you're like, I'm probably hankering
recently,
for a simpler time, but...
I did recently. What did I watch? I watched The Prestige, another Christopher Nolan film.
That's a good film. I like that one.
I like that film as well. But again, it's another one where people are like, oh, it's not that clever and stuff. No, it's not supposed to be. It's a movie.
Yeah. Isn't that one particularly stupid? It's like twins hiding in a box.
It is twins. Yeah. The reveal is great, though. Like, you don't see it coming.
Yeah, but it's not like, whoa, you've blown my mind and changed everything about the idea. Like, no, dumbasses, no one would ever do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bit about that film that makes no sense to me is, like, there's this whole bit where, like, there's Scarlett Johansson and then the wife of the guy that's twins pretending to be one person. And then the wife is saying stuff throughout the whole film is like, oh, yesterday you loved me and today you don't love me and stuff. And it's because, like, the twins are swapping on and off. And it's just like, why doesn't one of you just marry Scarlett Johansson and the other one marry the wife and you could just split your time better? This makes no sense. Yeah. But anyway.
Do you know when Christopher Nolan would have been absolutely fine to make his man-only shows? In the Elizabethan time.
Yeah.
Right? Segue. Good. So from 1567, you're allowed to have theatres in London now.
You weren't allowed them before?
No.
That's interesting.
Because they attracted misrule and nonsense and drinking and chicanery. So, didn't have them. So from 1567, you're allowed to build theatres. The first purpose-built theatre was the Red Lion in Whitechapel. And then,
I've heard of that.
Yep, other famous ones. So the Globe, like you mentioned, the Rose, and James Burbage's The Theatre.
So was there, if they're popping up like that, there must have been like quite an appetite for it from the public. Like they were hungry for plays, they just weren't allowed them.
Yeah, I think so, because suddenly you've got money floating about, which means you've got a bit more downtime, you know? You've got like this golden time of, hey, we're all starving to death a little bit less. We're feeling groovy, and there's ideas around. And when do people not want to socialise and meet up, you know? And if the authorities basically throughout time have always been scared of the populace meeting up, and then suddenly there's a way to meet up that's sanctioned and legal, it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You've got people are excited about it. You've got non-religious plays, and I reckon that's probably quite new and exciting, like, you know, church and stuff like that. Oh, yeah,
it's not just another performance like Nativity or fucking Daniel in the Lion's Den or something.
Is that what they're called, like those?
Big Bummers?
I think that's what they were called, like religious shows. So I think they're called that. I can't remember. And you've got comedies happening, which is so exciting because rude stuff's being done on a like mass scale, and crude humour and bum jokes.
You're the drama student, and I might be wrong, but wasn't the original definition of a comedy just someone gets married at the end?
I don't think it was defined like that, but I think that was like that
was the trope.
Yeah, a trope. But I don't think any of these things had rules. Like, right. That's the thing. It's they weren't like, oh, this isn't being advertised as a new comedy. It would just be a new play, and like they're making it up as they go along, basically.
Yeah.
So mystery plays were quite common, and those would be like Bible stuff like that, acting out passages and stories from the Bible, acting that out. And the church were very angry about those. Like, no, you shouldn't be getting your Bible like this. You should be getting it in church. And the government actually stepped in to stop mystery plays after a while because it was causing unrest between Protestants and Catholics and stuff like that. So, but you're starting to get this more loosey-goosey type of theatre. And you're starting to get celebrities and like famous performers. So Will Kemp, who is often the clown in Shakespearean theatre.
Of the Kemps.
Yeah, Martin Kemp was his brother.
Yeah,
Ross
yeah,
Kemp
and Ross's
nephew.
great grandfather.
Yeah.
He did Ye Olde Bridge o' Lies.
London Bridge of Lies. So yeah, Will Kemp was like very famous, and people would go specifically to see actors suddenly. And then obviously you've got no women in it. You've got boys playing female characters.
That's interesting to me because, like, women just completely excluded from the arts. Like, I presume they wouldn't have many, like, female painters and stuff because nobody's going to give them the stuff to do it.
No.
But, like, people love it when women sing. That feels like a bit of a, like women in music feels like something you can really take away. And then it's interesting to me that they were the shame of, like, the cross-dressing element of it. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Like, the shame of the cross-dressing element of it was less strong than the desire to subjugate women,
Yeah, I guess the problem you'd have is that, like, yes, women, people love to hear women sing, but not for money or performatively. Because if a woman has a job like that, she's got independence. And if you own a woman, you're not going to want her to have independence. So you are not going to encourage your daughter or wife to go and be a spectacle, because I think it would have been the religious shame of it.
Yeah, fair.
But I would guess, like, the cross-dressinginess and stuff like that, like, one, it heightens the comedies. Like, I guess that's part of it. But I don't know. It's really hard with stuff like that, I think, because they just don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, I guess. It's not like now, if they're, like, actually Margot, Robbie, Lupita Nyong'o, you're not allowed to be in films anymore. We're going to... men have to play your parts. That's a different thing. Whereas, yeah, I suppose it was a bunch of dudes in the room and like, but there are women in this play. Well, I guess we'll play them because there are no women here to be in them.
Yeah. It's like some people wouldn't question Christopher Nolan or the In-Betweeners never working with women because they don't care and it doesn't occur to them. So they're just like, oh, it's just about boys, so who cares? So, and this is just like, but it would be insane to have a woman in this.
4 boys.
Yeah.
The fear.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that would be it. And women are so excluded from everywhere. So you're not thinking about, like, why are women not doing this, or, like, is this weird? Because you're just not...
No, but they are excluded from everywhere. But, for example, it's not like barmaids are banned and you've got dudes dressed as barmaids serving in pubs. Like, there's an element
That's a position of servitude, isn't it? And that's exactly what women are for.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, it's in no other thing are they are you are you pretending to be someone?
I don't quite see the comparison there.
That's fine.
Okay. So yeah, no women. What's interesting about the theatre though is you've got a mixing of classes. So you've got different ticket costs. You've got seats, which obviously rich folk would be going on. And you've got that thing, which I'm sure you've heard of, but like, in a theatre, the boxes and things like that up the side and the front seats, they're the most expensive seats, but they've got not a very good view of the stage because the idea is that people in the audience are looking at you in those seats. So you go to the theatre to be seen to be there, not to watch the show particularly. And then you've got the real cheap, like, standing seats. So you could pay 1 penny to just stand in the pit and watch from there. So that's what the...
And they'd be quite rowdy affairs, right? Like, they'd be heckling the plays and stuff.
I think depending on the show and the vibe. I think I've heard conflicting reports on that, where it's like, maybe there would have been, and obviously there wouldn't have been much security and crowd control, but equally, just because these are sort of poorer people who have seen less cultural stuff, they've paid a penny and they're interested in being absorbed in the story. So I think some of the like, oh, they'd all be getting in fights and like screaming stuff is a little bit class dismissive, and it's like, no, they could follow a story and wanted to watch it. But I think it would have been more interactive.
Also, you probably wouldn't have been able to hear anything if there were people shouting.
Yeah. Well, some of the theatres would have had amazing like acoustics. Those old theatres, the way they built them are incredible. Like when you perform in them now, you barely need amplification. They are amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So that's the sort of basics. That's what's going on. It becomes quite an important propaganda tool for Elizabeth. So she can use her players and use like controlling theatre licenses and stuff like that to control like what's going on and get useful messages about. And then that sort of becomes more officialized in 1572. They introduce censorship of the theatre. So you have to have a royal license to operate.
What was the date there, sorry?
1572.
Okay, so that didn't take long. What's
No.
that, 12 years?
And the government have to read and approve all play scripts.
17 years. Yeah, mad.
And do you know when that gets repealed?
Oh, 1874.
The 1970s. So this is something that Ollie and I've talked about on the Comedy Bureau, where right up all through music hall, all through like 30s, 40s, anything that was performed that was scripted on a stage had to go through the Lord Chamberlain's office, and you had to have the script approved, and anything that was not approved would be crossed out and sent back, and you couldn't perform it. And stand-up and monology was one of the exceptions to that, where you didn't have to submit a script because it was a one-person show, so you could get away with a little bit more. Because it's one of the theories about where the phrase "a bit of blue" comes from, is that the Lord Chamberlain's office would send it back crossed out in blue pencil.
Oh, I think I do remember hearing that fact on the Comedy Bureau. Available where all good podcasts are.
Yeah, I think some new episodes coming soon. So there you go. So there's a bit of backdrop. So it's all just making it up as it goes along. It has no idea what it's doing.
It's mad how this stuff kind of like repeats itself and it's cyclical, because it's not dissimilar to popular music really changing in the 60s and 70s, and then the government basically like chasing the Rolling Stones out of the country and stuff like.
Yeah. Or the Wild West of social media. Like one day people will be looking at this and kind of going, oh, and they were the first few people to realize you could, make a big following and do this. And then people started to formalize. It's hard to think about it now because we're so used to the way reels are. But originally,
first you have Bo Burnham and then you get Mr. Beast. Like, it happens.
Like formalizing what they're doing. So Shaky P is obviously the famousest dude. He was one of the Lord Chamberlain's men. Theatre company. He wrote 38 plays. It's quite a lot. Histories, tragedies, comedies, and most of his plays support the monarchy, and they don't tend to question the order of being. We talked about the great chain of being of like gods and angels and all that. So generally he's not being that subversive in his stuff, No,
well, it's more of it's all just kind of quite soppy stuff, isn't it? It's like more groundbreaking on the introspective.
Yeah. But his writing was incredible, his sort of change in language, all of that. And he's obviously operating out of the globe, which I'm sure you knew.
What's your favourite Shakespeare quote?
Oh, quotes. I'm quite bad at quotes. I don't know. I'm bad at quotes. What's yours?
I don't know many either. I quite like the "to sleep perchance to dream" bit.
Yeah, that's nice. My favourite play... Well, I'll tell you my favourite play in a minute when you've done your quiz. So then to quickly run through, there was a lot of opposition to the theatre. Normal people liked it, but obviously wannabe dictators and religious folks are all like, oh, stop it. So it's sinful. It's indulging there. You're going to have alcohol and food and bawdy stuff. People don't want that.
You're going to have a nice time, yeah.
There's a lot of prostitutes in the crowd. Wherever there's a crowd, there's going to be people trying to sell stuff that is illegal. So pickpocketing is quite common because people are hanging about. I guess from a more like base instinctual level, they're quite unhygienic. We've seen it in the pandemic. If a lot of people hang out and breathe on each other, diseases spread.
Oh, and people are going to just be pissing on the floor and stuff. You get that in gigs and stuff these days.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been disgusting. And then obviously, like, if you're Puritan-y type, you're going to be like, why would you need to? You could be at home praying.
Yeah.
Boo. So that's your backdrop to the theatre. And then what I thought we could do to just end this, Ron, I've got up the Sporkle Shakespeare play list.
Oh,
and
bloody hell.
You have got 10 minutes to give me all 38 of his plays.
Ooh, okay. Give me some numbers I need to hit, because I'm sure as shit not getting to 38.
Well, we've got...
What's an A star for me?
Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I'd say, Ron, I reckon to get an A, I'll take 18, just over halfway for an A, all right? I'm going to keep it quite low. I think you can do this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right. Richard I, Richard II, and Richard III.
Wait,
I think
why
it's
are
three.
these not entering? I don't understand.
Try put an Othello and see if that just goes.
Yes, Othello went straight in.
Okay, so I don't know why these Richards aren't working.
Richard II's gone in.
Or maybe just didn't do Richard I.
Maybe I can't spell Richard. And Richard III has gone in. Maybe he never
Okay.
did Richard I. Okay,
Then-
Richard II
okay.
and Richard III.
Then there are some Henrys. Let's go Henry V, 6, 7, and 8.
Henry V is in. Henry VI, part 1, 2, and 3 are all in.
Okay. Oh, so that's 3 done.
Yeah, you've got Henry V.
Henry
and then-
7?
Oh, let's try Henry VII. I don't think Henry VII. Yeah, Henry VIII. I accidentally overtyped, but I
Okay.
found you a free Henry VIII.
I did say Henry VIII as well. I imagine. Well, if Henry VII didn't go in, then
Yeah.
then it's definitely not one. Okay. What other? So we got
I think there's another Henry.
Mark Antony and Cleopatra,
I think Antony and Cleopatra is one, yes.
and then there's a Caesar as well on the histories. And then you know what? Let's just round out the Henrys: Henry I, Henry II, Henry III, and Henry IV.
Hang on, I'm trying to spell Caesar. Right, Henry the Fourth parts 1 and 2 are in.
Nice.
Henry 1, 2, and 3, don't exist.
Okay, that's fine.
You've got one history play missing.
Oh, bloody hell. I never expected to even get nearly that close. It's not Augustus?
Julius Caesar, Othello, and Julius Caesar and Antony and Cleopatra have gone in on the tragedies, not the histories.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he just counts king ones as history.
Histories-wise, because are they in alphabetical order? Can you tell me where the cap
No,
is?
they're chronological, so it's his first
okay.
history play.
That's all of the histories. Now we just go for the big hitters. So we've got Othello. Let's go for The Tempest.
Yes.
Midsummer's Night's Dreams.
A Midsummer Night's Dream. Yep, in.
The Taming of the Shrew.
In.
Hamlet.
Yes.
Romeo and Juliet.
The dice was loaded from the start. In.
Much Ado About Nothing.
Yep.
A Comedy of Errors.
You've hit 19, by the way.
Fucking smashing it, man.
Comedy of Errors is in.
Nice. What else have we got? The Merchant of Venice.
Good. In.
The Gentleman of Verona? Is that
The
one?
Two Gentlemen of
The
Verona.
Two
So
Gentlemen
I
of
will
Verona.
give you that one.
And then I always want to say The Tale of Two Cities, but that's Dickens, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I feel like there are more named off of places in Italy. Oh, it's hard without seeing the list.
I wish they were alphabetical, because that is helpful with clues, but they're in weird dates that I don't fully follow.
No. Can you share your screen so I can see what I've already said?
Yes, but there's one that I've put on there that you didn't say accidentally.
Okay. Oh, Measure for Measure, yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Never
that's
was
my-
going to say that.
Yeah,
so that's
okay.
fine. Okay, interesting. What else? God, there's a lot of tragedies I'm not getting. That might be me bottoming out, to be honest.
No, you can think of more. Think Christmas time. There's a cross-dressing comedy. It's got a number in the title.
Oh, The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Not got a number in the title, but that is one. Yes, well done.
12th Night.
There we go. Well done. Yes. There's a tragedy you're missing. The one that you don't mention in the theatre.
Oh, of course, Macbeth.
Yep. Is Troilus and Cressida? Is that one?
Cressida's definitely a Shakespeare name, but I don't know if that's...
Yeah, Troilus and Cressida. That's one of the tragedies. What other comedies are there?
I only know them based off of the 90s remake. A lot of them. Which one's Clueless?
That's based on Emma, isn't it?
Taming of the Shrew is 10 Things I Hate About You. And then Lion King is Hamlet, or is it Macbeth?
Hamlet, yeah. What else are there?
And then Lion King 2 is Romeo and Juliet. We've got that already, of course. I think that's it for me. And this is an audio medium, so let's give up and let's see what we missed.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen so I can see if I can clue you into getting the rest of them. Okay, so we've... we're missing... you have to imagine you've got no score in a tennis match and you've mislaid...
All's well that ends well.
Oh, that is one. That's not the
That's
one I was
one.
trying to get you to hear, but that is one of them. You've got a 0 score in a tennis match.
Love.
And you've mislaid the Tories...
Love's Labour's Lost?
Yes, well done. Okay. What's a clue for this one? Go away, Safari advert. I'm happy with Google Chrome. Let's say you're ordering a steak on the menu and the waiter says, "Ooh, how do you want it cooked?" And you say, "You choose." And they say, No, sir. You will have this steak the way you want it. It's as you like it.
As you like
Yeah.
it. It was like, well done if you like. And then that did get me there.
Okay, we got As You Like It. We've got All's Well That Ends Well. It's not a summer movie. It's a
Winter film.
winter
play.
Winter's Tale.
Winter's Tale. Never heard of that one.
No. Then Pericles. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, okay. Pericles is the lad on the mountain with his liver getting ripped out, I think.
Oh, is that him?
Maybe.
Yuck. Well, it says it's a comedy, though.
Oh,
And then
maybe
one
that's
that I've not
Prometheus
heard
with
of,
the
The
liver.
Two Noble Kinsmen.
No, don't know that one.
The history one we missed is I've Got a Dirty Thumb.
Oh, King John.
King
Prince
John, yes. Okay, and then into the tragedies. Oh, okay. Oh, God.
These are all just people's names, aren't
Yeah,
they? really?
yeah. Who's in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Jocelyn?
No, the dude.
Titus?
Yes.
Titus Andromeda.
Yes, Titus Andronicus is a
Yes.
Shakespeare play. Imagine
I never got that was a Shakespeare reference.
you're a Tim Burton
My
puppet
child,
girl.
you're a lover,
I'm giving clues, Tom. You're a Tim Burton puppet girl. With
Coraline.
A
I was going to
butthole.
say
With
Coraline.
with a butthole.
Coraline's ass.
Coriolanus.
Oh, right.
Now you're a meerkat that lives in Greece.
Alexander?
No, different meerkat. Cycle through meerkats.
Oh, Timonicus?
Timon is right, but you're in Greece. You live in Greece.
Yeah, that's why I said Icus.
No, you need to tell me where in Greece you live.
Timon of Athens.
Timon of Athens is absolutely
Never
one
heard
of
of
them.
that.
Then this one we probably should have got. You're in charge and you look lecherously at women. You wear a crown.
King Peepers?
Close. but it's creepier, the look.
King Lech. King Lear!
King Lear!
I should have got King Lear. We should have got King Lear.
Yeah, that's a big one. And then the one we forgot is an annoying one to forget because it's the play that they're putting on in the boggart when he goes in and fucks with the lighting system.
I don't know the boggart.
You don't know the boggart?
There are like clips of it I think of in my head, but I don't know the story at all.
So you have to imagine you've named your baby daughter after a percussion instrument that
timpani?
People like to smash together.
Cymbala.
Close.
Cymbally.
Close, and then, but we're cymbaline. Yeah.
Cymbaline, okay.
Yeah. There we go, that's all of them. I think we did pretty well.
I'm happy I got an A.
You got 25 out of 38.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, well done. I expect some of our listeners probably know this off by heart. That feels very our listeners to know that. All right. Well,
thank you for...
Good work, Ron.
Thank you for that. That was fun and nice.
Yeah, that was exciting, wasn't it? Lovely. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with biology next week. And if you'd like to become a patron and hear our adventure saga and then do a read-along of Asterix and Obelix with us, then join up. It's a small amount per month and you get 2 extra episodes and you get to join the Discord, which is delightful. And you get to know that we are losing less money on this podcast. Woohoo!
Yeah, bye.
We'll see you next week.
Curtains down.
Lovely, Ron.